Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is NBATierz. Today we're going to be doing our first reaction video, which will actually be to Kenny on looks like one of his secondary accounts here. Apparently he did a tier list where he ranked all-time starting lineups from each letter of the alphabet. Pretty cool concept. I was looking for a link in the description, but there's no link because he didn't actually make a tier list. I guess he just had someone make this list for him, and he's gonna rank them. But also as well, we are going to rank them based on our opinion. There's 26 letters in the alphabet, so here's our tiers here. So yeah, I mean, we'll just I haven't seen this video. We'll kind of react to it, see what we're thinking.
NBA alphabet tier list. Every single last name begins with a letter. We took the 5 best players of the positions at every single letter. We're going to tier rank them just like we did countries,
Yep.
Just like we did states. And now we're doing alphabets. Let us know what else you want to see. Boom, check it. Shout out to our boy Jonathan for putting together the alphabet tier.
Let me know if you want to. I haven't seen any of those other videos he's talking about, but let me know if you want me to react to that. Hi, Kenny.
Starting off here, Tiny Archibald, Ray Allen, Carmelo Anthony, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This
is a pretty good lineup, and also obviously we kind of want to go more in depth here. This looks like only a 12-minute video, which is fine. But on each of these, we'll kind of break down these lineups and see how they would match up to some of the other ones, see what their strengths and weaknesses would be. I want to go in depth here, and I don't know if he will give pretty good analysis here and whatnot, but we'll see what he says. In terms of this lineup for A, this looks like a pretty good start. They got Tiny Nate Archibald, Ray Allen, good shooter, Melo, good shooter. Not too much spacing with these two, but I mean, these are two all-time greats. They'll be fine. They'll figure it out. Good defense. Not too much of playmaking outside of maybe Nate Archibald and Giannis, but they'll be all right. I think this is a pretty good lineup.
So we have a bunch of championships. We have a bunch of MVPs. We got one of the 3 best players of all time. We got Giannis. And let me say this right now. I miss watching Giannis play basketball more than anything. I can't lie to you. I made the tweet. I really do believe it. I just rewatched this 50-point game last night. Masterclass. I can't wait.
Was a masterclass. I wonder what he's... Because, okay... I'm thinking more so when we ranking these in terms of these teams going up against each other, just win a basketball game or even win a 7-game series versus the other ones is kind of how I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it too much on career accomplishments or whatever. I'm just doing these 5 players at their absolute peak and best. How well would they perform versus some of the other lineups? Just off the top of my head, this looks like it should be one of the better lineups, and I don't know if we'll get anything else that's just crazy, but that looks at least somewhere in the 6 to 10 range. I'd be surprised if it drops further, and maybe it moves higher. So we'll just we'll see what conclusion he comes to.
To see Giannis back on the court. But you know what? Again, I feel like the beginning, the first couple ones we normally do, I always get the short end of a stick because I don't know what I'm expecting. But the fact that they got one of the 3 best players of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and another MVP, and Carmelo scored a bunch of buckets, Ray Allen, who's an NBA champion, Nate Archibald, I think this starts off as an S tier. Let's see what B looks like, and then we'll figure out if that's... Whoa.
Okay, so he put him in S tier or whatever. He's just kind of doing, I'm guessing an S to F ranking. Now we got B. So this is Chauncey Billups, Kobe, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, and Chris Bosh. Kind of smaller compared to the A's team, right? Because they got Giannis and Kareem down there, 2 just athletic freaks. Kareem's 7 foot something. Giannis around 7 foot as well. Charles Barkley, let's be generous and call him 6'6". Chris Bosh, small ball 5. He can play that just fine, but obviously, he was more so of a power forward for for a good portion of his career. But I mean, this is still a very good lineup. All of these guys are offensively capable. Defensively, in the backcourt, this is solid. And then Bosh, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley. I don't know how much they're going to contribute to that end. Spacing, Bosh can stretch out a little bit. Obviously, we know Bird, Kobe, Chauncey. These guys can shoot. Charles Barkley's just going to be a bully inside the paint. Charles Barkley's a good rebounder, so even though they do have an undersized 5, I think they'll be fine on the boards. Obviously, Larry Bird damn near can play the 4 as well, good rebounder. This is a good lineup. Do I think it's better than the A's? Eh. I don't know. Um, hmm. It was, who did they have? Nate Archibald, Ray Allen, Carmelo Anthony, Giannis, and Kareem versus this. Hmm. Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think? I think I'm gonna go with the A's being higher for now. I just still think this is a pretty good team, but we'll go with the A's being higher.
Okay. Yeah, B has Bird and Bryant, Bosch, Barkley, and Billups. Which team is better here? Chris Bosh is not doing anything with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I agree.
Giannis and Charles Barkley is very, very cool. Of course, Larry Bird and Carmelo get the Larry Bird and Kobe get the shooting guard and small forward, and then Tiny Archibald is higher than Chauncey Billups. Everything can be S tier, so we have to adjust our playing field.
I don't think it's that far off.
Those are 2 top 10-ish players of all time. This got an.
And see, yeah, it seems like, or sounds like he's more so doing, like, if he's making an all-time list, like, where these guys are ranked. Like, Nate Archibald, from just his feats and whatnot, accolades, has a more decorated career than a Chauncey Billups. Is he a better player? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not.
Top 3 player of all time. These got 2 top 10-ish. So who's better? 3 MVPs on this team.
A's better.
Championships between Kobe, Larry, and Bosh. I don't know where to go. Which team is better? Oh my God, I got a bunch of letters left. So okay, can I say they're both S? Both S, and then we get to C. C.
You got Steph and Will, but then it's just like, Is Bob Cousy the best we could have done as like another guard? And again, did he make this based off of like all time? You know what I mean? Because then it's just like, I'm almost certain I could come up with another guy at the guard position with C as his last name that's probably like a better player than Bob Cousy, but it seems like we're going off of like resume, all-time lists, and stuff like that, not just like peak of a player. And maybe I could, like, I don't have anyone off the top of my head with the C at the guard, but this team isn't great. Dave Cowens, cool player. Just a lot of segregation ball going on here. And then we got Vince Carter. I mean, that's fine. That's okay. Definitely the worst. I'll just go ahead and, like, off the top of my head, this probably will be one of these ones. Maybe like a 20, but we'll put him 25.
C is not as good as AB, I think. Steph Curry, obviously amazing. Will Chamberlain, obviously, all of these guys are amazing. I don't need to say that. But I think these first 2 teams are better. So I'm going to put,
for sure,
again, adjusting my tiers. This is probably like a B tier team. VC was around for a long time. His prime was elite. Bob Cousy.
I don't really want to look too deep into this team. Ooh, okay. So now we got D. Joe Dumars is running the point. We got Clyde Drexler, KD, AD, Tim Duncan. So, like, off rip, that's obviously just better than C. In terms of, like, playmakers and offensive initiators, I don't know if I want Joe Dumars to be my best player in terms of that. Obviously, that's something he can do. But, I mean, again. But, and even, spacing isn't amazing. Looks like Katie's going to be like the high 3-point volume type of guy. Joe Dumars will get a few up. These other 3, I don't know if they're just consistently knocking down any threes or anything. Actually, I know they're not. But with that being said, that would be like, and I still don't think this team's like amazing. They'll probably be top 15-ish. But like 3 through 5 is definitely moving me. The backcourt, not so much. Defensively, AD, Tim Duncan are going to be a problem. At his peak, KD's going to contribute to that as well, while being just a great, great scorer. Biggest weakness is just the offensive initiation, the playmaking. Could be better. We'll see.
Okay.
Could be better.
Probably an A tier, man. That 3 through 5 is kind of insane.
Yeah.
4 through 5 is really insane.
Eh.
It's probably an A tier though. Tim Duncan is elite, Kevin Durant elite, Anthony Davis elite, so on and so forth. I'm putting that A tier. E, Monte Ellis, Anthony Edwards.
Monte and Julius Irving, Patrick Ewing, Joel Embiid. It's pretty good. Solid. Similar. I don't know too much about Monte Ellis being my best playmaker and passer. Kind of a score first guard. Really prefer him at the 2, but obviously with this lineup, he's going to be the point guard. Is he really like the best point guard with an E last name? I find that hard to believe. This 3 through 5 front court, amazing. Ant's gonna do his thing as well. It's a solid team. They're worse than the D for sure. I'm gonna put them in like 20-ish. And hopefully I can remember most of these lineups so I don't have to like skim back through this video and compare. But I think I'm doing good for now. C is definitely still the worst, even with Steph and Will. I think all around this team is better than what the C's had.
Julius Irving, Patrick Ewing, and Joel Embiid. This team compared to the C team, right?
C's worse.
There's not going to be any F tiers, right? Unless it's like X, who I can't even name a single NBA player whose last name starts with an X in history. It's probably a B tier. We got 1 MVP award.
Kenny's just a nice guy. He's being generous.
He's got 4. Sheesh. So we got 5 MVPs on this team. And I mean, just because he's got 4, Joel Embiid has 1. You understand that? Probably a B tier, though. Anthony Edwards could change this throughout the course of his career, but he's so young and so much left. Monte Ellis don't really hang up to like some of the other people we've seen.
Monte's not holding his own at all.
We're going to put it B tier for now.
F. Oh, brother. Derek Favors is insane. You know what? Don't even worry about it. If we see a team worse than this, I'm going to be shocked. Extremely shocked. And he better say F tier for F, actually. But Kenny's a nice guy, so we'll see. Bro, this is crazy. This is just a Fox and Walt Frazier carry job. I mean, Michael Finley, solid player, but, I mean, come on.
Then we get De'Aaron Fox, Walt Frazier, Mike Finley, Joe Folks, and Derek Favors is the best center to have.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no shot.
Now, Derek Favors, don't get me wrong, was nice.
Eh.
He wasn't that nice compared to Joel Embiid or Tim Duncan or Will Chamberlain or Chris Bosh or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So this is probably like a C tier, bro. Joe Folks.
Kenny.
You know, he's a legend, a Hall of Famer. Don't ask me anything else about him. It's probably.
I'll be honest, never heard of bro. Probably played in segregation ball or something. Or maybe played in the 90s. I don't know.
C tier, man. They got some players that will be multiple-time All-Stars. They got Walt, which is an all-time great. That's a C tier team, man. I'm sorry, F. G, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That counts.
Okay. I like this one. I like this team. This is Shea, Manu, George Gervin, KG, and Artis Gilmore. Oh, yeah. I'm not in love with the three-point shooting here. Actually, I hate the three-point shooting here. Manu's probably your best three-point shooter. Yeah, no, I don't like the spacing. But, I mean, in terms of defensively, for sure, these guys will be fine. Shea's your worst defender. Well, maybe George Gervin or something. But other than that, they're going to be competent defensively. They've definitely got the playmaking handled, dynamic pick-and-roll players, especially Manu. Yeah, I like this team. What's that, G? Still not amazing, but I like that team. Who was on the E team? Who's on the E team? Oh, wait. Yeah, E versus G. E versus G. Give me G. No cap. Still not like an amazing team. I would imagine we see some teams better than this. I'll leave it like here for now. But,
That counts. Manu Ginobili, George Gervin, KG and Artist. B tier, feeling good B tier here. Maybe A. High,
It's
like
not
high
A.
B tier, low A tier. That's
It's
my
not A.
H got some hitters. Hey,
We got H. So this is James Harden, John Havlicek, Grant Hill, Elvin Hayes, and Dwight Howard. I like this team. You get James Harden with his dynamic all-time level playmaking. You got a lob threat in the Dwight Howard. Elvin Hayes, kind of undersized forward, can hit the glass, finishing the paint. John Havlicek and Grant Hill are going to cover your wing defense, and Grant Hill is also going to be kind of like a secondary playmaker to James Harden to relieve some of that ball handling duty from him in stretches. 3-point shooting, not amazing. Harden's definitely going to have to shoot his, 12, 13, 14 threes a game like he did in Houston. Is this better than Shea in them? We can only do 5 in each tier. Is this better than Shea in them? I mean, give me G. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for saying give me G? I think it's something about KG that's just moving me. It's something about KG that's moving me. Yeah, we'll leave G higher. It's close. I could easily make the case for H if I cared enough.
H got some hitters. They got the beard. They got Hondo. They got, what's Grant Hill's nickname? I don't know if Grant Hill has a nickname. They got D12.
I don't know if he does.
And Elvin Hayes. Why am I'm like stressing over this. Nobody cares about what I'm actually grading them, right? We just here to see the team construction, right? You don't care what I'm actually grading them. I'm putting this at
a little bit.
Let's put it at an A tier, right?
No.
It's better than the F's for sure. I'm putting it A tier. I versus
AI and Kyrie in the backcourt. Andre Iguodala, Dennis, Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Who was on the F team again? They're better than F. I know that, but I'm just trying to look at them directly. Nah, F's just horrible. F's horrible. This is the second worst team we've seen so far, though. Backcourt's going to have to put up a lot of buckets. P. Iggy can, score, play some defense. That's fine. Dennis was a solid player. So is Big Z. But, 3 through 5 in terms of an all-time discussion isn't moving me, right? So
Irving, Iggy, Isu, Ilgauskas.
F is just crazy.
Not too bad. They're small in the backcourt for sure. And Allen Iverson led the league in steals a couple.
Yeah, they aren't guarding anything.
He was a great defender. But then you also got Iggy, who's one of the best wing defenders of his prime. Then Isu, we don't know much about other than the teams that he played for. And then Big Z is probably close to a C tier. Because I think Iggy was one-time All-Star. Big Z was a couple-time All-Star. Kyrie's 8-timer, of course. And then
Big Z Kahoo.
Actual MVP award. So low B tier. J, yeah. F.
Oh, what the fuck? All right, so anyways, Jason Kidd, Tony Kukoc, Bernard King, Andre Kirilenko, Sean Kemp. What is this? Wait a minute. I like AK. I really do. Sean Kemp's fine. I don't know if I love him at center. Jason Kidd and Sean Kemp would be a good hookup. Tony's going to have to shoot some threes. Same with Kirilenko. Am I moved? Are they better than the I team? They're relative to this I team, for sure. Sean Kemp at the... if you're big into Iverson and Kyrie, maybe you have them high. I'm gonna put K ahead. I think this team has way more defensive potential.
Bernard King
than I.
Sean Kemp. That's a fun team to me. Maybe because I'm biased because Tony Kukoc is on it. I'm putting it at a low B tier, high C tier. L.
Kyle Lowry, Damian Lillard. I like that backcourt. With Kawhi, Jerry Lucas, Bob Lanier. Not sure how much Jerry Lucas is moving me, but other than that, hey, we can do. Who was on the E? Ah, shit. See, when on the tier list, when I don't just have the names to look at who was on E? E was who was on E? Oh no sir, no sir. Who do we just have? L. I don't think they're better than that team. Uh, Julius, Patrick Ewing, and Embiid are really moving it for me. Yeah, give me E over L. And then L over C probably. C is like Steph and Wilt, right? And like filler characters. Yeah, we'll leave. Does Steph and Wilt move me enough to like do this? I think the duo of Steph and Wilt can move me. Like this big man combination, not amazing. I like Bob Lanier more than Jerry Lucas, but meh. A or M. I'm gonna leave A higher, maybe, just because I think like the best of best players that A has with Giannis and Kareem kind of may tip the scales here, but I think just as a unit, it's very close to compare for sure.
T-Mac finally got some help. B tier.
B.
I'm not tier ranking anything anymore.
Steve Nash, and there is no way Andrew Nim. Okay, Steve Nash, Dirk, Joakim, not an amazing team, at all. I do like the way Joakim Noah compliments Dirk, like as a defender, and obviously Dirk can stretch it, which is something Joakim can't do. Don't know too much about Don Nelson other than his name. Nimhart can be a secondary playmaker when the ball is out of Steve Nash's hands. He can knock down some perimeter shots. I mean, this is fine. They're not worse than like F. I want to take them versus I. I don't know my alphabet. I is before J. Do I like them over I? Probably. Steve Nash and Dirk, yeah, probably. I like them over I can say that. Let's look versus C, the top of that tier. Steph Curry and the Wilt team, right? Vince Carter. I don't know if I like him over that team. We'll go against L. Oh shit. There we go. Kyle Lowry, Damian Lillard, Kawhi, blah blah blah, versus Steve Nash, Dirk, and Nimhart, and they're worse than L probably. And now I'll just look at K as well while we're here. K versus N. The scoring isn't moving me here on this team just because Nash is the second best scorer. And I mean, that's fine, but that's just because he's more than capable and he's going to be efficient. But that's not really what he wants to do. Nimhart plays with a point guard similar to that now. We'll give it to L because I think defensively, I think they have a little bit more than what N has. So we'll put N.
We should have been playing like this the whole time, huh? My boy Jonathan, who creates these quizzes for me, he is a diehard Pacer fan. I bet if I typed in, let's do it. Let's do the experiment.
He's gonna find a different N. Yeah.
He shouldn't be on his list. Let's go see if there's any other guards that's better than Andrew Nimhart in history. Okay, this is where things get interesting. The first thing
let's look into it.
Somebody with a star next to the name. So he already had Dirk, of course.
Frank Ntilikina, bro.
Oh my God, he might be right. He legitimately might be right. I didn't realize N was such one of them letters that nobody had. Andrew Nim.
Oh, I thought that said Julian Newman. Why isn't Julian Newman on here? Roll Neto? Nah, man. Give me Neto, man. Give me Neto, man.
Nubel's here. Andrew Nimhart might be the second best guard in NBA history.
Whoa! He didn't put Jameer Nelson? And he's been putting guys out of position, so I don't want to hear like, oh, he already had Nash at the point guard. I know you saw Jameer Nelson, bro. I know you saw Jameer Nelson.
With the letter N as the first letter of his last name.
Don't
Yes,
scroll
we
past
did
the
have an extra
Kenny.
playoff game once upon
Oh, he scrolled past. He didn't even see Jameer Nelson.
a time. Wow.
Shabazz Napier. Hey, man, give me balls, man. Why the hell is Larry Nance Jr. here? Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm thinking of, like, he's only looking at guards. He's looking at all positions. Okay, never mind.
I thought he was trolling us. He was dead serious. All right. My apologies. And I got love
That's
for
cap.
Limhar. He does not compete with any other shooting guard that we've seen on this list. Not even a little bit. T-Mac, Damian Lillard. He don't compete. He's the worst shooting guard we've seen so far. By far. But they do got Dirk. And they do got Nas. They got 3 MVP awards, right?
You're a nice guy.
I'm putting it at a
Don't say B.
C+. 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 Don Nelson is a Hall of Famer. Oh, has Lamar Odom, Victor Oladipo.
Lamar at the PG. Okay. I mean, Oladipo's right there, literally. This is Lamar would be at like the 3. What? Put Victor Oladipo, point guard, Kelly Oubre at the 2, Lamar Odom at the 3, and then Akeem and Shaq. Look at this defensive versatility. First off, this is locks right here. This is locks. The paint is getting beaten up. Okay. Oladipo is going to stretch the floor. Lamar Odom's going to stretch the floor. Kelly Oubre will knock down a jumper here or there. But they're definitely going to play defense. Probably the best defensive team we've seen so far. They're probably second best, right? Who's on the A team again? They're better than this team, right? They're better than that team. They're better than that team. I like this team.
Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaq. Oh my God, that team was looking a little bit average until those last 2. I mean, they got 2. That front court is ridiculous. Don't ask me about the spacing. It doesn't even matter. This is probably the fact that Kelly Oubre's in here does make it a little bit worse.
Bro, Kelly Oubre just has to be the 5th best player here. Lamar Odom, good passer, good defender, can knock down some perimeter shots. Oladipo, he's going to do his... Like, Pacers Oladipo could, drop some triple-doubles, man. He was hooping. And then you got, probably the 2 highest peaked centers of all time. Definitely 2 of the top 3. Give me O, man.
In my personal opinion, my 2 maybe favorite centers of all time, I think Hakeem is the... Yeah, and I'm going to play my bias role. This is a high B, low A.
There is no way, Kenny, this is a B. There is no way, bro. No way.
Oubre's here, and he, again, just like I said with Nembhard, he might be the worst small forward listed today. I have no idea. Then we get the P's. Yes, this is...
Wait, did I even... Yeah, I did Ranko. Very good team. Very good team. This defense and playmaking in this backcourt going to be good. They can also hit some perimeter shots. Paul Pierce can space the floor, play some defense. Sky Pimpin's going to do everything for you while being your best defender. At least in terms of versatility, Gary Payton's probably going to guard your best guard, and then Bob Pettit can stretch it. Damn, are they like 3? They're definitely in this top 5. Are they better than the A team? Are they better than the A team, you think? I think so. Probably. I think so. In terms of, this is just a very well-balanced, versatile team here. And I think, are they better than A? It doesn't have the highs of an A, right? With like a Giannis and a Kareem is the only thing. And then Ray Allen spacing the floor for Giannis and Kareem is crazy. The kickouts there. Just because they don't have that tier of like a dominant force and score, maybe not over A. They're over him from what I remember. What was that? John Morant and some other guy. Yeah, these would probably be the top 5 until further notice. This is 5 here. Okay, just kind of filling out. F is gonna stay there almost certainly, unless Z just has I don't know, some weird guys in it.
This is an S tier. Chris Paul, Gary Payton, Paul Pierce, Scottie Pippen, Bob Pettit. A tier actually. Chris Quinn.
Who the hell is Chris Quinn? You know what? F it is your lucky day, my friend. And I'm just gonna QR. Derrick Rose, Oscar Robertson, Glenn Rice, Bill Russell, David Robinson. One of the better teams. I'll just take them directly versus M, the last team in the top tier. M or R. We got Derrick Rose versus Ja. Relative. Oscar versus T Mac. Glenn Rice and Reggie. Bill Russell. Give me R. They're better than M. So that's gonna knock M down like that. And then we'll kind of go back here.
Said, oh man, A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier. Glenn Rice prevents this from being an S tier. No disrespect.
What do you mean by that?
John Stockton, Jerry Sloan, Pascal Amari, Arvydas Sabonis. Okay, Jerry Sloan did coach John Stockton back in the day, and now they're teammates. That's kind of cool. If you ask 2K, Jerry Sloan is one of the best defensive wings guards of all time. How many?
3 through 5 spacing wise, there is none. Siakam has to guard threes now. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, he'll be fine. It depends, but he'll be fine. Defensively, 1 through 3, yeah. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. I don't remember like D. Let's look at D. Them versus D. D is better. Let's look at G, and then H. Harden. Oh wait, shit, that's H. Wait, yeah, H. H is better. Let's look at like a C. Wait, that's Stephen Wilt, right? Versus. Give me the highs of Stephen Wilt over this. So with that, they're gonna go here for now. Let's look versus L. Let's see if they are even higher than L. Kyle Lowry, Dame, Kawhi. No, they're not better than them either. Trying to go very in depth here, make sure we get this exactly right. Let's look at like a K. Are they better than K? K is better. Probably. K is better, yeah. K is better. I think I was just like AI and the Kyrie, right? 3 through 5, kind of meh. Is this better than S? I'm gonna be honest, man. Give me I. S isn't very good. They're better than F and Q. I don't even have to check back to know that. Pretty confident in that assessment.
Jerry Sloan did coach John Stockton back in the day, and now the wings guard probably B tier. Isaiah Thomas.
B tier is very generous. We got Zeke, Clay, David Thompson, Jason Tatum, and Nate Thurman. Very good team. Just in their peaks, you're going to get an elite defensive backcourt. Obviously, Zeke's going to set the table and also be a scoring threat. Clay's going to shoot the piss out of the ball. Tatum's going to be probably your top scoring option next to like a David Thompson. Elite, just scorer of his time. And then Nate Thurman, just a big body. Going to clean the glass, protect the rim, finish inside. They're good. I like this team. Defensively, they're going to be, yeah, this is a good team. Very well balanced. Let's take them versus M. Ja, T-Mac, Reggie, both of the Malones. Probably not better than M. And then let's look at B again. I low-key might have slept on B. They're not better than B. Just from what I remember, I'm pretty sure they're better than these other teams, but we'll look at D. Oh wait, no, that's KD, AD, Tim Duncan versus KD, AD, Tim Duncan. Give me D over T as well. See G maybe. Give me G over T as well, and that'll probably be as far as it goes. I don't remember H. We'll see. H versus T. Give me T. So we'll just kind of actually fill this in until further notice. Yeah, this looks fine.
Sure, like he's a scorer, Tatum, everything, can do everything. You're not asking him to be the #1 guy anymore. He actually fits his role really well. And Nate Thurman is a little bit well before my time, but I know him a little bit. It's probably an A-tier team, man. And maybe that's just the wrong construction talking more than anything. Tyler,
bro. Bino Udra is insane. Shout out Bino Udra, man. Tyler Eulis, literally like 5'6". This is literally just Wes Unseld and G Leaguers. This is crazy, bro. Ekpe Udo? Who remembers Ekpe Udo? Oh my god. Bro, no. Q was bad. Which means Q was bad. F was bad. Wes Unseld? Is he carrying enough? Let me look back at F. F was bad from what I remember. F's better. Yeah, F's better. Q's the worst. We'll move on.
Nick Van Exel, Devin Vassell, Kiki Vandeweghe, and Vooch is on the all-time team with the V's.
Probably. Devin Vassell. Kind of a smaller backcourt. Solid defensively, though. Devin Vassell is going to provide some shot make. Well, like, it's the fact that Vucevic has to be your #1 scoring option, probably, right? Like, peak for peak. Kiki's a good player. But, hey, man, I don't know. They're not as bad as... They're better than you. Are they better than F with De'Aaron Fox and Walt Frazier? No. Where's F? I don't know my alphabet. Bro, Derek Favors is insane. They're going higher. Were they better than S? Nah, we'll give it to S. Shout out Arvidas, man.
Russell.
Okay, W's. We got Russ, D-Wade, Dominique Wilkins, James Worthy, and Bill Walton. This team is going to make about 2.6 threes per game, and most of them will probably be from James Worthy. But that aside, you're getting some freak athletes, an elite transition team, going to be throwing some lobs. This backcourt's going to play make at an elite level. This is a very good team. It's literally just spacing that's killing them. And then we know what Bill Walton brings to the table is just a skill 5. It's spacing that's literally killing them. And outside of that, they are one of the better teams. Let's take them versus R. They might be in the top 5. I'm going to look at them versus some of these other teams. Are they better than R? I think so. Are they better than P? Ooh, Chris. Yeah, this team. See, this team has more like spacing and shooting while still having some good playmaking, right? With Chris Paul, GP, Pierce can pass the ball, Scottie Pippen, very good play. Like 1 through 4, all these guys are comfortable handling the ball, creating plays. Bob Pettit's going to stretch it as well. None of these guys are just broken from 3. Scottie's your boy's 3-point shooter, and he's not horrible. Like, if we look at names, you might give the edge to W, even though obviously P here has some names as well. I don't know, man. 3-point spacing, give me P. So we'll leave W at 5. Give me P.
That feels like S. Am I tweaking? Oh, my scale is all over the place. I'm feeling S on this one though. I'm feeling S. That backcourt is going to be the most
Yeah.
explosive backcourt.
Yeah.
Don't ask about the spacing because boy, can nobody in this team
Yeah.
spacing from 25 feet out. But like they got it. They got it. Oh, okay.
There is no X.
I kind of expected this. I kind of expected that. S tier. Trey.
That being said, I'm still like I'm not gonna bail Q out and move them up. Nah, bro. Y'all earned this. X ain't got no team, so we ain't putting him on the tier list. Trae Young, George Yardley, couldn't tell you who that is. Bro, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad. Did Q earn it? Q was worse. I'm not gonna look back to check on Q just because I know they're worse. Like what Trae Young is enough to tip the scales to be better than Q. But outside of that, you did have Tyler Ulis. Okay, hold on. Let me look versus you. See, it's really just a Wes Unseld versus Trae Young thing. This U team is bad, though. Holy. U is pretty bad, bro. U's pretty bad. Like, at least a couple, like, Nick Young and Thaddeus Young gave me careers. They did something, I guess. But, like, U's pretty bad, bro. I don't know. U is pretty bad. F was pretty bad, so let's look at if Trae Young's enough to move me. Nah, see, Trae Young, you ain't got no running mate, bro. I know, like, the bigs aren't amazing on this team, but at least De'Aaron Fox, Walt Frazier, like, you know, they're gonna dynamic duo this. I don't know if he's where's he at? I don't know, man. Who are you dynamic duoing with? Who are you? Nah, we'll leave it like this. And it looks like our last one is Z.
Oh,
This is so troll, bro.
Of course. How did I not think about Bulls legend Paul Zipser? I know they fielded the team, but give me the X team over that. That's an F tier. God, that was awful.
Bro. We need somebody to come through in the next coming years into the draft with just the coldest skill set, last name Z. Like, we just need the goat of Z's. Because what is this, bro? Why is, like, Zubac the best player here? This is crazy. They're not worse than Q, were they? Let me look at Q again. Because Zubac being your lead scorer is crazy. I don't know, man. Because who the hell is Bob Quick? Bro, this is an Emmanuel Quickly carry job. Who's Bob Quick? Nah, they're not worse than Q.
He's the best player on your.
They're not worse than Q. So, I mean, hey. All right, and there's our tier list ranking all-time NBA players, teams based off their the letter of their last name. At the top, we have J, we got O, A, P, W, R, M, B, D, G, T, H, E, C, and etc. Can't remember exactly, what all these teams were, but I know we got the top 5 right. Very interesting video. Shout out Kenny. I'll leave a link to his channel here in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next tier list video.